So we're back. It's 4/4/23, Tuesday. Checking in. Got a couple things on my plate today. I have the photo shoot today for the album with Cubby and Blake. Looking forward to getting that done and hoping that Aaron has the time today to help me put together the cover and for the CD, because if he does, then I can order that CD this afternoon. The that ambient music that I've shared in videos back that I've been working on with the two musicians, the anchor musicians. I'm excited about that. Yesterday when I was trying to do the video, I left because I was interacting with David Nance. And I had sort of joined it. Well, I thought I had joined the David Nance group a few years ago. I did, but then he had some a touring schedule with Rosalie, singer, who I did get to meet, and I wasn't up for it. I wasn't up for going out on the road. Many reasons. COVID being a big one of them. Another being that just didn't want to go out on the road. So I knew that I would jeopardize my position in the band by doing that. I knew that, and I did it anyway because that's really what I felt. So as a result, I'm on the new David Nance album that's coming out in the summer, but he had to get another bass player to tour with, and so consequently I'm out. They're playing some gigs here in town. Earth Day is one, and no, I won't be playing. Made me sad, it did. I talked about it with David, and he's much younger than me, so his perspective is way different from mine. And so I'm not angry. I'm just disappointed. I told him I felt like it was an accomplishment to play with him, and he was flattered that I would think that of him. But Dave, I'm older than David's parents, and so I just have to keep that I have to understand that. You know what I mean? The kid that they took out on the road with them on bass. It turns out that I know that kid's parents played music with the guy's parents, so it's proper, it's proper. I have no reason to be angry, I'm just disappointed, because I like playing with David. But I have my own stuff to be focused on, so that's what I'll do. So I'll talk about some records I played, but update. My goodness, people, the response to the Ryuichi Sakamoto tribute song is amazing. I really intended for it to be free, and y'all keep buying it, so thank you. So what I'm going to do is for Bandcamp Friday, I'm going to go ahead and release it as a single with two other songs and an extended version of the Sakamoto piece for this Bandcamp Friday, and that one is one you can just obviously just buy. I'll make it available for $5. But I decided that that's what I do. And I'm going to it'll be 3 new songs. One of them I did play for you a while back, where it was like just it's a beautiful song. And then there's another brand new track where when you hear it, if you don't hear the Sakamoto influence on this track, you haven't really heard Sakamoto. So I have that coming up for you all this Friday for Bandcamp Friday, a new release, a single. These last few days have been interesting because I am going through a grieving process. And as it turns out, it's a combined feeling, because my brother, that was 2 years ago. But Grieving, there's no time limit on it. And it works its way out in different ways. And so Ryuichi Sakamoto and the music of Yellow Magic Orchestra is like a staple in my diet. There's hardly a day that goes by, there's hardly days that go by that their music is not played in my house. It's just a real staple in my musical diet. And so losing first Takahashi and now Sakamoto, 2/3 of YMO, it's huge. It's huge. I feel an emptiness knowing that they are gone. So on the same level as, maybe for me, it's probably more intense than it was when Prince and David Bowie died. Both of those were tough. But this has been something. And so Michael Mooring, you reminded me, because I forget who sent this to me. Thank you. People are so kind to me that I don't even know. But he had sent this to me. Ryuichi Sakamoto playing the piano. It's a double CD that includes that as well as his album Out of Noise. And he got this signed for me. I don't know if he's got it signed for me, but that is a real Ryuichi Sakamoto autograph. I have 2 other items with his supposed autograph on, but I bought those. I bought one, and the other one was a gift. Another gift. But those don't look the same as this, but whatever. His music just pulls at my heartstrings. Playing the orchestra. Again, this is something that you could easily dismiss as being, you could dismiss the idea of an orchestra just playing his music, but it's him conducting the orchestra, and you can feel it. Playing the orchestra. There's a couple different versions of that. There's the limited edition box set. I ought to go grab it sometime and show it to you. When YMO reformed in the 90s and did this, Technodon, I think they came back like they had never left because it's so strong, so good. These guys are a cut above. I keep saying that, but I mean it, and I feel it. They're above the norm. So Blake finally stopped by yesterday. He's been supposed to be stopping by for days here to hear these new tracks and just to hang out. He finally made it by yesterday. I needed his company. I told him, said, thank you, I need some company. I'm grieving, and it's one of those rare times that I'm feeling lonely. And so we had a real good visit, talked about several deep things. That's the other thing, is that, my visits, we talk about music and we talk about stuff, but we talk about ourselves, stuff that needs to be discussed. But while he was here, I played for him, I got the albums here, I played them on CD, but I have it right here. Played some Haruomi Hosono for him. Played some of this. Medicine compilation from the Quiet Lodge. I'm so glad this came out on vinyl. This is fantastic. Laraji is a guest on here to great effect. It was wonderful to share with Blake that Laraji also played this Mental Sports mixes, which is remixes of the Medicine compilation. And the Laraji parts are really important to this. And I shared with Blake that, back in the 90s, I was part of a group called the Healing Arts Council, and we brought Laraji to Omaha for a concert and a workshop on laughter meditation. And Laraji came to my house and jammed with me here in this room. And I have the tapes. I've tried to get a hold of Laraji to ask if I could release it. I never hear anything back. So it was, and then again, it was, I loved to just see Blake's response. what he said was the only other music I'm hearing that reminds me of this is you. That was a very nice compliment. The Sakamoto and Hosono are badass. Hosono is, to me, the godfather of techno. He is it. Along with the guys in Detroit. But Hosono, okay, because they're picking it up from Hosono too. Played this yesterday like it's comfort food. Selling in England by the pound, Genesis. Is this my favorite Genesis album? I guess in a way it is. Even though there's parts of The Lamb that are amazing. This is the clear vinyl version that just came out. It's really good pressing. It's a real good pressing. Real clean and clear. Happy to say that, because I was disappointed to discover some anomalies on this. This is the Stephen Wilson remix of Freehand, but you get two albums. One album is the remix, the other one is the original master tapes. The album of the two albums, the master tapes album, is flawed, damn it. That funky, that was like, how in the hell? Anyway, comfort food, it's real important to me. This is a really good single. I like their version so much I made my own version of this. Primal Scream with Kate Moss doing Lee Hazelwood and Nancy Sinatra's Some Velvet Morning. This is my favorite version of the song. I like it better than the original. It's real sleazy in a cool way. And I like it so much that I made a cover of it. Recorded my own cover of it. And I've performed it live, solo. Reminds me that I like Depeche Mode so much that I recorded my own cover of their song Behind the Wheel. Love that song. That is powerful. Online, someone was showing this album. I had forgotten this album. 100 Flowers. I forget the name of this. 100 Flowers. Drawing Fire. This is going back to... This is somewhere like not too far from Big Black, but more melodic. I'd forgotten this album. I just kept keeping it partially because the cover is by Bruce Liker's his press. I forget the name of his company. But this is good. When I put it on, I said, "Oh wow, this is really good." Angsty, scratchy, guitar-y. Good power. It's like, wow, I'm glad I kept that. If I didn't show this, I'm showing it again. Proxima, a recent, not that long ago soundtrack by Sakamoto. 2019, I think. Whew, man, it was profound. There you go. That's the word. Profound. Sakamoto was profound. Some other records sitting out from a few days ago. Biota used to be called Nemesis. Tinct. Very interesting collective of musicians out of Colorado. Avant-garde, noise, whatever you want, but this is really, really, really good and unusual. I think they make instruments as well. So you'll hear stuff that you recognize sound-wise, and other stuff like, I don't know what this is, and it's real cool. I love stuff like that. Henry Dereck was in the BC. I don't think he makes videos anymore. Heavy metal, no, that's not. He's played in a lot of metal bands. Singer and plays guitar. Finally got to meet him when he came through with Chris Broderick's. I forget the name of that band they had. But he gave this to me years ago. Borgesia's first album. It's an American reissue, but it's still kind of rare. And someone was talking about this online. Oh, the guy that from Poland, whose book I'm in, Thomas. He was showing his, and I thought to myself, I'll be dang, I got that. So I showed it just to kind of vibe with him, but I put it on because I hadn't played this since Henry gave it to me, to be honest. And this is good. It has that sexual undertone where you can hear porn being used as part of the soundtrack, you know, the heavy breathing, and you can hear that. You can hear that human thing going, oh, somebody's hitting that. It's pretty good. Another one, I'm not sure I showed this. Nick Potter, he was originally in Vandergraaf Generator in the early days. Bass player, good bass player. Been gone for years, but came across this ambient, new age kind of album that he made in the 80s. Yeah, it's in the 80s, I'm pretty sure. Called Sketches in Sound, and this is lovely. It's nothing like Vandergraaf Generator, nothing like that at all. It's really melodic and lush and beautiful, surprisingly good. It's so good, it's like, well, you would think, not you would think, but it's like, that ought to be known about. Het, from the guys, well, one of the guys was in the band Furious Pig. Do you remember that? On Recommended Records. This is a wonderful, oh, I love music like this. This is in the area of Art Bears, Henry Cow, that sort of thing where, excuse me, the people can really play, and there's music going on, but they're just playing what sounds so much, and there's, pardon me, I'm so sorry, folks. Het, let's het. I haven't really read the words. I just love the sounds. Really good. Wire related, hadn't played this in a while. Bruce Gilbert, right? B.C. Lewis. Bruce Gilbert of Wire. He said, hail. The stuff on here that I really like, and then there are those Gilbert ideas where he just is insisting, I have this idea and I'm gonna realize it. And it'll be just wonky and weird. And over time, it still sounds wonky and weird. But most of this is real good, real cool. Okay, folks, that's what's up. Stephanie, hello. I know you watch me regularly. Yeah, I shared my good news with you yesterday. Really happy about that. I'm going to call that other number that I told you about after I get done with this video and see about. Stephanie knows what I'm talking about. That's some music for you, folks. That's the latest with me. Okay, once again, I want to thank you, folks, for sharing mainly what I enjoy about sharing the music, and the Sakamoto in particular, is how many of you are giving me feedback. I love that, you know, and you're feeling it. It is. It's when I recorded it a few days ago. It was that quick. I was listening to Sakamoto and I said, let's not listen, let's play. And that's what I came up with. So, enjoy it, and I'll talk to you all later.